Missing the World Cup will be a great thing for American soccer in the long term. And well, I don't wish that upon our program. It hurts. Lots of people are fans of the team, and it's not fun to miss the World Cup, but sometimes it takes hard things in order to learn lessons or to grow. And that's what we're seeing now with the U.S. men's national team's failure to qualify for the World Cup. For so long, the American soccer public, or the general American public, hasn't really asked many questions about how American soccer operates, how it's governed, who's in charge, is there any corruption in American soccer, how is power exchanged, what's our history like, and this fundamental check and balance of the people caring about how our soccer is structured and how it's set up and how it's run is fundamental to a healthy national soccer system. And I saw this point brought up about Argentina. They almost didn't qualify for the World Cup, and before their last qualifying match, the deciding qualifying match, they had security and barriers put up around their national federation headquarters. So that just gives you a sense of the kind of accountability that national federations have around the world. And I'm not saying we need to go riot at federation headquarters and cause them to put up riot police and barriers, but I am saying that we need to hold our federation to the same level of accountability. And so what we're seeing now with this jolting wake-up call of failing to qualify for the World Cup out of a very, very weak region, and which should have been a cakewalk even for an underachieving and mediocre program, we're seeing common folks start to stop and ask themselves and ask others, authority figures, federation leadership, and the media real questions regarding how things are run, how things are set up, and what our future direction of American soccer is. And we're seeing more and more people, as they're starting to explore these questions, they're starting to learn a lot of truths about American soccer and how it's run, and they are coming to the appropriate conclusions, which in my mind is the need for an open market in American soccer. It really, once you get to the crux of the issue, you can really go one of two ways: either a closed market of discrimination and exclusion, or an open market of inclusion and opportunity for all and equality, which of course we love the latter in American soccer. I've been a fan of the U.S. national team since the mid-90s, since I can remember. I'm 27 now, and I was always pulling for our clubs in our country, and I meant well, but I really didn't understand how things worked until about 2014 or so, when I started to do my own research online. Social mediums helped, especially Twitter, and I saw what people were saying, and I took a look at it for myself. I looked at both sides of the issue, and I really dug into how exactly things are run in our U.S. Soccer Federation. And like I said a few seconds ago, it's plain to see that this system that U.S. soccer operates under is poisonous to talent development, to economic development, poisonous to lower divisions. It is built on exclusion and discrimination, and we need to run our soccer like the rest of the world, with an open market that is built on soccer's essence, which is equality, inclusion, and opportunity. So keep doing your due diligence to learn about how things are run, how things are set up. Examine the world around you. What are the track records for open systems in world history? We see wild success for open market soccer around the world and throughout history. There's Never been a precedent of open systems collapsing in world history for a long, long time. And meanwhile, under our closed system, what are the stats? Well, an average of 10 U.S. soccer clubs die per year under U.S. soccer's poisonous closed market system. So we need to examine the world around us, examine the facts, research how things are set up. For example, we have a presidential election coming up in February for the U.S. soccer presidential role, February of 2018. We're seeing some good research done online by people that are really digging into the facts of how the election is held, who has a vote, how to run as a candidate, and that's good research, something that our federation needs to be putting out there, where people are doing that research on their own. So we are really getting to the bottom and holding our governing soccer federation accountable. And if we do our due diligence as a whole, we will come to the right conclusions, and we as a collective group of constituents will bring about the proper change for American soccer. My opinion is that an open market is inevitable in American soccer. There's nothing that anyone can do to stop it. It will happen. The question is just how soon will it come about? So what I want to do right now is just speed up the process, and something like the USA missing the World Cup and getting people to begin an inquest in the American soccer power structure, that's great. That just hastens the day for truth to win out in American soccer. And when truth wins out, we get the global essence of soccer, which is equality, inclusion, and opportunity. And at the end of the day, that's what open systems with promotion and relegation are all about. So keep up the good work. Again, what's considered the mainstream media in American soccer is compromised. They are not necessarily allowed to write about everything in this debate, the open system versus closed system debate, because their stream of income, their authority is granted to them by the company, MLS, Soccer United Marketing, that has control over the whole ecosystem. So it's in their best interest to stay silent about anything that threatens the establishment. So we as individuals can band together, and we can use online platforms to spread the truth about U.S. soccer. And in the end, people are going to win out if enough of us believe and join in together and make our voices heard. The movement is only growing, the snowball effect is only growing, and eventually we're going to get to that tipping point where we blow this U.S. soccer system wide open for all. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out on social media platforms, subscribe to my channel, and keep speaking up. Keep using the hashtag #ProRelForUSA, hashtag OpenSoccer, as well as another good one. And make your voice heard. Online platforms are a great medium. You are your own media outlet, even as an individual who you may not have a lot of influence on the ground, but online can be a powerful tool for advocating for change. So I will talk to you soon.